Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to another sort of tasting practice behind the curtain with the beer enthusiasts. I'm Scott. Chris is over there behind the camera. He's going to be doing time again for another style panel. So, like we said last time, 7 samples, 15 minutes. We'll kind of talk through our thoughts as we try and figure out what these styles are. So, just let me know when the clock starts.
3, 2, 1, begin.
So, first one we've got brilliantly clear, light gold color, white foam cap. Relatively neutral on the drive-by. Still not too much to speak of. Getting a little bit of that kind of doughy, like 2-acetyl pyridine character. Again, quite neutral. Pretty balanced. Maybe just ever so slightly towards, hop bitterness, but no yeast character. Just very subtle. Kind of immediately in like blonde ale territory, maybe something like cream ale. But we will come back to that one, see if there's anything we're missing there. All right, second one. So got like light brown, kind of mahogany, clear. So just very light tan foam cap. So just slightest hints of chocolate, little nutty, but again, relatively neutral in terms of yeast characteristics. Not a ton of hop character, coming through pretty malt forward. So this immediately kind of has me looking at things like Munich Dunkel. So maybe even something like International Dark Lager. Maybe something like British Brown Ale, but would expect a little bit more fermentation character. Let's move on to the next one. So, like brilliantly, like clear. So this is like a straw color, very, very lightly colored beer. So large, white, dense foam cap. So sulfur right out of the gate. But after that, relatively neutral, again, kind of water cracker, oyster cracker. So pretty dry finish. So good firm bitterness. So this has me, again, no esters, no real yeast character. So this kind of has me in like German Pils and Kolsch and Helles. So kind of a first impression is we're going to lean towards German Pils. So next one up, medium copper, clear, off-white head. So just getting some like slightly darker bread crust. Just like low, like raisin, toffee. And a little bit of that like, oh man, okay, so this is a little, so like medium light body, a little bit more kind of in like the aqueous range. So kind of in like International Amber Lager, Irish Red Ale, so and maybe even International Dark. Shiner Bock can be pretty deceiving. It's not actually all that dark. So sample number 5, we got good clarity, light gold color. I'm getting a little bit of like lemon pepper, a little tangerine, a little bit of banana peel. So foam is quite dense. So yeah, definitely phenolic character. Definitely on the bitter side. So this kind of has me in like triple versus saison, but getting a little, feels like a touch of alcohol warmth. So I'm leaning towards triple. Number 6, kind of that light brown. This is very caramel forward. Little hints of like red apple. Toffee. No hop character really to speak of. Maybe getting like a very slightly like low alcohol, but pretty smooth finish. Alcohol's building. This kind of has me leaning towards things like Wee Heavy, something like Doppelbock, or maybe like something like British Strong Ale. Last one.
Halfway.
So getting a little diacetyl. There's a little bit of this like acetic character too. So there's a little like paint, a little acetaldehyde. So very chocolate forward. Yeah, like just shy of full-bodied. A little creamy character. Definitely in like tropical stout, maybe even something like Baltic Porter. A little bit of warmth too. It's lingering. All right, back to the one we thought we were kind of in like blonde ale territory. But yeah, getting a little bit of like just a touch of citrus. That's going to lean me towards blonde ale. I'm going to stick with that. Number 2. Man, I would just hope for something like Munich Dunkel. This would be a little bit more malt forward. But I'm trying to think what else it could be. I mean, the Irish Red is still something that's in play too. I don't think this is British Brown. I don't think it's International Dark, so might have to try and come back to that one. I think we just have to assess bitterness. Yeah, I think we're just going to trust that. And with what we had, it just feels like that could be German Pils.
5 minutes left.
All right. Yeah, this is just quite watery. It really has me leaning towards International Amber. Yeah, it's just so, the body's just so light. Yeah, I think we're going to go with International Amber. Next one, this was kind of between Triple and Saison. If there's ethanol warmth, pretty much have to try and decide if this is Tank 7 or not. But the banana character is just, that's at the forefront, and not getting much 4VG, and it just feels too bitter to be Weizenbach, so we're gonna go with Triple. Could be something like Westmalle, maybe St. Bernardus. All right, number 6, we're kind of in like heavier malt forward beers. I'm leaning away from British Strong Ale. I feel like we're not getting enough of that Sam Smith ester character. And doesn't feel, still feels like it's got some sense of attenuation, which makes me kind of want to lean away from Wee Heavy, and kind of has me leaning more towards Doppelbock. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with that. Yeah, this is just so chocolate forward. This really has me thinking Lion Stout. And it's got that warmth. Sometimes we've gotten acetaldehyde from that too. Not getting as much of the diacetyl anymore.
Two.
Gosh, could be Foreign Extra Stout. Man, now it's just feeling too bitter for tropical, and the diacetyl could be Guinness Foreign Extra. Let's go back to number 2. Let's see if we can parse that one out. Yeah, starting to get a little bit of red apple as this is opening up. That makes me want to lean towards Irish Red, and it's right in that. So we're gonna go Irish Red Ale for number 2. Let's see if we can figure this out. Got Tropical Stout versus Foreign Extra. We have alcohol warmth. It's pretty bitter, though. That makes me want to lean for an extra. A little creamy character, but roasty on the end.
15 seconds.
Yeah, we're gonna go for an extra. I just don't see. Alright, that's all of them. Done.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Would you log in for number 1?
Blonde ale.
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, 805. 805 blonde ale. Bursting with citrus. Just absolutely bursting.
Number 2.
I put Irish Red, but I'm not feeling super great. Oh, this makes
Got
sense.
your back.
Yes, this makes sense. Yeah. Thief's an Old Peculiar. So, I'm glad I didn't call it Dunkel, because I feel like that makes sense, though. That makes a lot of sense.
Irish Red is a much closer miss for sure.
Yeah. Number 3, I put German Pills.
Very
So-
close.
Oh, Helles. So Schoenrummer Helles. So that's not a bad miss by any means. So let's see. This one was German Pills, and this one was Old Ale. Number 4, I put International Amber.
Wow, how wrong were you?
Oh no, International Dark. So Shinerbach, you can kind of see.
Yeah, show
It's
them that.
kind of
That's- in what world is that not
so
amber?
it's kind of tough. Yeah, this is one. This is where kind of for the exam you kind of have to just assess, like, is it kind of worth swinging for the fences? But because International Dark versus International Amber is still a very good guess, and you're going to get a lot of partial credit, so that's just going to kind of be down to risk.
Hey, I administered that
Risk
one. That's full
tolerance.
credit.
So, number 5, I landed on triple. So, he tried to get this one. Has been giving me some trouble, but I bought a 4-pack and I've been drinking it. So, we've righted the ship on Chimay Sink Sense, which is good. Next one, I put Doppelbach, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
Feels-
wish you had time to go back to this one.
So, yeah, this one's been tough because, so we had We Heavy on ours, so we basically missed it by like a 50-50. Those were the last 2 we had. It's just tough because this one used to just be like diacetyl bomb, and we used to kind of really easily be able to distinguish these, but that's just not there anymore for the most part. So, but again, we're getting it down to the final 2. That's as good as it gets. And then for an extra. So, but oh man, we even said Lion Stout right out of the gate. We were so close. Another 50-50 Miss Rooney. So, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right, so yeah, we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 50-50 misses, and then this is probably the worst one, calling that Irish Red, but that's just a tough beer to get anyway. And then we nailed triple and blonde ale, so cool.
All right, we had so much fun videotaping styles last time. We're going to try again, and we're going to try to do better than last time. So remember, master style panel is 7 samples. You have 15 minutes, no clues, just the beer in front of you. And I'm going to try to spend my time wisely and do 2 full passes and see if we can untangle this. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, begin.
All right, mildly cloudy, kind of like a medium brown color. Super fruity out of the gate. Apples. A little bit of like a spicy minty thing going on. Dry. Seems to be light bitterness that's really just accentuated by dryness. Maybe phenolic character. Smells more phenolic than it tastes on the palate. Oh man, but it could just be dry. It's kind of chocolatey. Kind of got this herbal tea quality. A little bit of caramel character. Alcohol does not seem particularly high. Oh man, this could actually be like, there's a whisper of diacetyl. This could be like British Brown, actually. That's kind of where I'm hanging out, British Brown for now. So we'll go back to it. Sample 2, pretty clear, kind of like light orange, deep yellow. Oh, okay, that one smells phenolic. We're just gonna ride this roller coaster. Pretty like darn citrusy too. Grapefruit, it's kind of like giving me Tank 7 type vibes. Man, it's not that. It's way waterier than that. It's not like super high alcohol or anything. There's this like cracked grain character. It's pretty dry. Yeah, the citrusy character on the palate is more like pale ale, almost like American pale ale. I'm kind of in American pale ale American IPA territory. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. See if I can snag any more like ester character. Give me some more clues. This bad boy number 3 is like ultra pale. It's like the palest beer of all time. This is basically water. Sulfur out of the gate puts me kind of in Germany. I can get sulfur from international pale lagers too. It's less common in American lager, but this definitely drinks like lager. There's no like big ester character. There's a light bitterness. I'm not really putting it in German Pils territory. And it's pretty light, so we're not doing any of the bigger pale lagers. I'm like, I'm hesitantly going to put Helles versus German Pils. But sometimes when that bitterness is like in between, I need to go back and triple check for Kolsch too, even though this might be too pale for Kolsch. Number 4, very, very lightly cloudy, kind of orange character. Whew, neutral nose. Just like a little bit of cracker. Maybe a little bit of like a light orange tang. Much more expressive on the palate. But still fairly light-bodied for what I think it might be. This might be a Belgian beer, kind of getting Belgian single up to triple vibes. I gotta pin down this alcohol. There's a little bit of a warming sensation as we go. A little bit too dry and too bitter for like something in the German wheat beer family, like Weizenbach. I'm gonna start with triple here. Yeah, it's kind of building a little bit, both the like phenolic character and the warmth. All right, sample 5. This is a really pretty like red color, dark red garnet, almost all the way through. You can see through it, if not for it being really dark. Camera doesn't do it justice. Oh man, this is like grape nuts. Yeah, like toasted wheat cereal. Yeah, a lot of just like cracked grain, fresh barley character. kind of, I didn't really smell it, but it's kind of apple-y through the middle. This could be Irish Red. Not really getting just that whisper of astringency from like roasted malt or roasted barley on the back end. Usually that's just for color, but you can kind of get like a faint roasted barley character. This could be International Dark Lager as well. I know I said that apple thing, but it's just like so like kind of neutral, grainy without the depth of like a Munich or Vienna or dark Munich malts. But I should probably reserve like Dunkel, even though I got some apple character. Yeah, this is like red to brown lager territory. Like maybe International Dark, maybe like Hofbräu Dunkel. And if I go back and get that apple character a little bit more, I got to reserve Irish Red here as well. So it's too many options. Okay, 6 is actually, this is like a bronzed orange color, very clear.
Definitely.
This one's got a little, actually, I think a little bit of diacetyl to it. Kind of where like caramel malts and diacetyl converge. It's like, what is it, like a creamy caramel, or is it diacetyl? Kind of sweet finishing, almost no hop character to speak of. Not phenolic. Man, not particularly estery. This could be like a really low character International Amber Lager. Pretty high carbonated, a little watery. Let's say International Amber for now. Last one, number 7. Good bubbles, kind of a little bit of murky brown. This one's like mint chocolate. Yeah, mint chocolate bar, mint chocolate chip ice cream. Pretty highly carbonated, a little bit of like acidic cold brew type coffee. Some like spiced pears, spiced plums. But is the spice phenolics or is the spice hop character? That foam wants me to lean Belgian. Shouldn't let foam be the deciding factor, but it's got a little bit of that like floral candy sugar type fermentation character. I think this is double or Belgian Dark Strong. Okay. Gotta go a little faster. One I kind of ended on British Brown. It's pretty light, but British Brown can be light. Yeah, it's just got that almost like buttered wheat toast. A little bit juicier on the palate. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pry myself away from British Brown. Like, what other British beer could this be? It's not bitter enough to be like one of the bitters, like strong bitter, and it's at least that strong. I'm staying with British Brown. I might not make it back to that one. 2, I said American Pale versus American IPA. Yeah, this just smells like the lightest dusting of crystal malt and American hops, like middle school American hop Centennial. Oh man, I feel like so right in between pale ale and IPA. I can't give it IPA yet. I'm gonna. If I don't get back to it, I'm calling that American Pale. Three, I said Helles or German Pils. It's not bitter enough for Pils. I don't think it's... I'm not really getting that like dense Pilsner malt character. But what could I bring in that's like light, pale, not so hoppy, but is sulfury? Kind of watery. Man, that's really, really pale. Okay, I'm definitely taking away German Pils. I'm going to leave it at Helles versus International Pale Lager with a thought of American Lager. Just don't know which one it would be. Forced triple. Can't spend any time here. Oh yeah, 5. I wish I would have written it, but I think I said grape nuts, which is a huge Dunkel indicator to me, and then I was like not talking about Dunkel for a long time. Not big enough for Doppelbock. I'm going to go Dunkel. Munich Dunkel. That could be like Hofbräu Dunkel. Hope I'm right. 6 I said was International Amber Lager. I feel like that could pretty easily be like Dos Equis Amber. I can't pull enough character out of it for like, you know, one of the denser multi European lagers. Seven, I said double or Belgian Dark Strong. Backing way off Belgian Dark Strong right now. Ooh. Minty, floral.
30 seconds.
I'm going to go Belgian double. Stay in British brown for 1. Man.
10 seconds.
Let's go American Lager for 3, American Pale Ale for 2. I got my Dunkel and triple already. Good to go. Oh, I was getting in my head a little bit about how many international pale amber darks you might serve, so got to stop that. 1, I said British brown.
That is British Brown.
Hey, we untangled it. Not too shabby. Sam Smith brown ale. 2, I said American Pale Ale. Oh, sweet. This one's Mirror Pond. Ended up getting that right. It's hard after you've had all these samples to like figure out the alcohol content. 3, I ended on American Lager. It is Helles. Oh man, it's such a good one too. I was there. I shouldn't have backed off of Helles. I started there and I got that little bit of sulfur character, and this is to me like the lightest bodied Helles, but there's too many clues there. I should have got it. I said triple for 4. Served each other the same triple tonight. Chimay White there. I said Dunkel.
Yes.
Oh, I believe I kept name dropping Hofbräu Dunkel as well, everybody. Got that one. International Amber Lager for 6. Oh, that was a pull. I've never called that one. I did that at the end of it. That was awesome. So Dos Equis Amber Especial. And last but not least, I said double. Wow, I got lucky because I did not think it was this one. This is my favorite double. But we got it right. Right is right. So, what do I do? That's a 6 out of 7. Dangerously close to getting 7 out of 7. Backed off of Helles, kind of at the midpoint. Sometimes you got to go with your gut.